So a couple months ago, I was diagnosed with POTS, which was very interesting. Previously I had 2 concussions. I was feeling very dizzy and fainty and overall unwell, and like I've gone my whole entire life without feeling like that, like super active, like running all the time, and then all of a sudden one day just like stopped, like dizzy, heart, it was going crazy, like all these symptoms I've never had before. I was in the thick of nursing school, and I'm sitting there like, okay, what's kind of going on here? Like I had no idea. And I mean, it's been a very long journey to get to this point. So it's been that kind of lengthy journey of like figuring out what I had, where to go, who to find. It's been a very long journey, but it has led me here after all of the testing and doctors and things like that, and has really helped alleviate a lot of my crazy symptoms. I have POTS on top of like eye issues, which also adds to all the dizziness I experience on a daily basis. And this is like the only thing that has made a breakthrough with the heartbeat and like all my crazy symptoms. So it's been really great, and I'm very thankful for finding the institute. So very thorough, and very confirming, because I think the toughest thing about having POTS is like a lot of the times people label it as anxiety, or like, you're just experiencing like these certain symptoms that, I don't know, I just don't think it was addressed for a very long time. And it's very confirming to like have someone be like, okay, you have this, like this is what we're gonna do here, and like this is the path that we want you to go down to hopefully like mitigate it and like basically treat it. Because a lot of doctors, you kind of go and they're like, well, you could wear compression socks and increase your salt intake and exercise, but it's like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, I don't know. I'm like, how am I supposed to like treat myself when I can't even, like, I don't necessarily know everything about it and like everything about what's going on. So the initial exam was very thorough, and I was like, okay, this is all the things we really need to work on, because a lot of it was just like, dysregulated. Everything was working in a way it shouldn't work, and I was like, okay, we have some work to do. So it kind of hits like pretty much every single category that I'm struggling with, rather than just like the POTS or like the eye stuff. Like it's all at once. And I think that's what I've been searching for, because, I've been to a bunch of different doctors, like trying to get like a consolidated plan. And obviously, like, I don't want to jump around to like 1,000 different places, like trying to treat it. So just coming here and having like one place that kind of addresses everything has been very, very nice. So I think in terms of my POTS symptoms, I would say they're not as debilitating as they used to be, because like, I wake up in the morning and like constantly feel that like, rapid heart rate, you're like really like always dizzy, or you're feeling like very disoriented and like out of it. I would almost describe it as like there's like a glass pane between you and like the rest of the world, and you just feel like you're kind of looking like, and you're just, I don't know, it's very confusing and disorienting. But I think that's probably the biggest thing that I've noticed. And emotionally, like it's been a lot better, because as the symptoms get less and less, I think everything becomes like way more stable, which has been also very nice. So I think have hope. Don't take like one doctor's answer as your like whole entire like conclusion for everything. Because like if I would have listened to one doctor, like they would have, you know, put me on anxiety medicine, like, would have, like, you know, put me into this category I didn't even exist in. Like, I think that's where, you know, sometimes doctors not necessarily fail us, but might lead us in a different direction that we should go down, because not a lot of people have, like, the education. I think it's important to, like, educate yourself, but also don't be afraid to, like, be like, okay, I don't disagree with this doctor, I'm gonna go see a different one.